What up, what up, what up? It's your boy S1A1, and today you are tuned in with Entrepreneurial TV. Before we start this video, I want you to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you know when I'm dropping my next video. Today we're going to be talking about apps to use in your business. Now, there are thousands of apps that you could use. There are apps from the business side. There are apps that you could use for your creativity side. There are apps that you could use to expand your business. There are hundreds of apps that you could use from A to Z. But today we'll just be talking about apps that I know from prior experience and apps that have helped me tremendously with my business. So, a lot of these apps people have heard of. Some of these apps people may not have heard of. So with that being said, wise man once told me, common sense ain't so common no more. So there may be some of you that do know about these apps and some of you that don't. But hey, stick through the whole video, and there may be some apps in here that you may not even know about. Alright, so before we start, these apps aren't in any order. These are just apps that have helped me tremendously through my journey, and it's helping me every day with my businesses, and it can also help you tremendously. The first app is Gmail. Gmail is an email servicing app. It is integrated with so many other platforms. It helps you log in. You start a YouTube with your Gmail. There are definitely other apps inside the Gmail that you can use as well, such as Google Photos, such as the Google Drive, such as Google Docs. There's just a lot of different other apps that you can use inside Gmail that'll help you tremendously with your business. Also, why I like Gmail, it also is it has a creative side to where you can create your layout, and you can customize your signatures and whatnot. So definitely like Gmail for that. The second one on my list is MailChimp. MailChimp is an email app which helps you send out emails in bulk, where instead of sending out one email at a time, you can send numerous emails to numerous clients at once, and you can schedule them when you want them to drop, when you want them to be released and whatnot. So MailChimp is definitely one that I would recommend. The only thing I would say about MailChimp is when you do reach a certain number of recipients, they do charge a service charge. I don't remember the charge, but they definitely do charge. So be aware of that. I definitely would recommend MailChimp, and I definitely would recommend to pay it if you do have clients of that much, or you do have to send out that many emails. But MailChimp is definitely a good way to send out email bulk at once. Alright, the next on my list is Hootsuite. Hootsuite is a app that helps you manage numerous social media accounts at once. So for people who are social media marketers, or people who are just marketing in general, or people who have numerous businesses in general, you can manage numerous social media accounts at once. You can have them even time the post. You can even design your graphic content all at once, upload it, put the dates and the times that you want it to be posted, and Hootsuite will post it at that time and that date, which is very convenient for people who run and manage a lot of different social media accounts. Instead of having to keep logging in and going back and forth between all the accounts, you could just log them all in Hootsuite, and you can manage them that way. The next one on my list is CamScanner. CamScanner is definitely one that I would recommend. It's an app that helps you translate files, like files that you might have on paper, and translate them actually to whatever type file you might want, such as PDFs or documents or whatever you might want to translate it to. It's definitely helpful for when you might have a file that you need to send off, or you might have a contract you need to get out to somebody, and instead of taking a picture and sending it over and it looking all not professional, you can upload it to CamScanner, and CamScanner can turn it into a PDF or Adobe or whatever you might need it to, and it can do that for you. So I definitely recommend CamScanner. CamScanner is an app that I use all the time for my business when I want to translate files to PDFs and send them off to people. It's definitely a helpful app for businesses and people who are starting businesses. Alright, so the next on my list is Square. Square is definitely one I recommend. Square helps you send out invoices to people. It helps you take transactions. It helps you collect money from people. It's definitely something I would recommend for somebody starting out a business, or somebody starting to send out invoices or collect money from people. It definitely keeps track of every person that you send out invoices to, when they're due, and they even send out reminders to the people that you have sent the invoice, and definitely keeps track of all your invoices that you send out. And it's definitely a helpful app for sending out invoices to people that you need your money from. Next is one of my personal favorites, is definitely Canva. Canva is a app that helps you develop content. It helps you develop videos. Man, I've had so many of my clients praise me on my graphic content and praise me on my photos and whatnot, and it's all from majority Canva. Canva definitely helps me with my content on social media. It definitely helps me with a lot of my YouTube material, and it's definitely helped me through my business journey. I definitely recommend Canva. Canva can help you anywhere from flyers to social media posts to brochures to business cards. It can help you with so much, designing so much. So definitely download Canva if you don't know about Canva. Definitely recommend Canva to business owners and people who are starting a business. Next app on my list is WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a great group messaging app for people who have all sorts of phones. It doesn't cater to just one phone type. When you add people in the group, everybody gets the messages the same. You can call, it uses your number actually, and it's just definitely an app that you could use for your business, for having group meetings or having group texts, for it to be compatible for all phones. So definitely recommend WhatsApp. It also has video calling. It also has international calling, and it's free of charge. It's a free app. You can still use your number. You can do international calling, group messaging, all sorts of things. So if you don't know WhatsApp or you don't have WhatsApp, definitely check out WhatsApp. It's a great group messaging app. So the next one on my list is definitely a sleeper. It's definitely one that I use that a lot of people that when I first started using it didn't know what it was or didn't know about it, and it's definitely Fiverr. Fiverr is an app where content creators or just people who have a skill or have something to sell, they go on there and they sell their service, and you can actually pay them money to do a service for you, whether it be photography, whether it be video editing, whether it be a logo, whether it be Photoshop design, whatever you might want. When it comes to graphic design or video design, there probably is somebody on Fiverr that will be able to create that content for you for a charge. So the Fiverr app is free. It is free to use, but you do have to pay the people for the service. So depending on their quality of work, or depending on how long they've been with Fiverr, depends on the charge that they may have on their service. So be aware of that. There are definitely some deals on Fiverr. There are definitely anywhere from $10 to $50 for a service. So I definitely recommend Fiverr for any type of video design or graphic design if you aren't very skilled in that aspect. Alright, so the bonus app for me is definitely LastPass. LastPass is a app that helps you store all your passwords. Man, when I found this app, I was so happy because I used to always lose my passwords. I used to always have to forget password. You really trying to think about that password? Like, you really like, I know y'all, man, I know I have, but yeah, LastPass, it's a good app for you to save your passwords, and you can log in through LastPass, and you can definitely keep track of all your passwords, man. Like, it's getting more and more harder to remember passwords if you don't use the same password, because we have so much more apps and so much more things that have passwords and require passwords. So definitely require LastPass if you always forgetting your passwords to other people's social media. You may be a social media manager, or you may be somebody who manages the office's passwords and whatnot. Definitely download LastPass to save your passwords. All right, it's your boy S181 Another video with Entrepreneurial TV. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the comments. Make sure you hit that notification button, turn on your notifications so you know when I'm dropping my next video. And you know, it's another video.